Hi, I'm Kat the Book Tart, and I'd like to tell you about a beautiful story I just finished reading. It's called The Red Dirt Road, and it's by Annie Rose Welch. It's book 2 in her Saving Angels series, but it's a standalone novel. Some of the elements in it do start to intertwine with some elements from the first, but you definitely don't need to have read the first book. And this series is the writing is lyrical and beautiful and emotional. The Red Dirt Road felt almost like a winding road or um, a river. Some moments of it were lazy and comfortable and beautiful. Some were turbulent and exciting and almost scary. It's written in first person, and I love that. I love being inside the heroine's head and seeing where she's coming from and the grief she's dealing with. I'm glad I waited to read this book until now, though, because um, I don't think, well, I think I would have stopped after the first chapter if my bookstore bow was still deployed, because the heroine deals with a loss, and but he's back safely, and I'm glad I continued reading because this story isn't just about loss. It's about love. It's about life. It's about the sense of joy for life. And Layla has lost that. She has had so many losses in her life. She feels like she brings death to everyone she touches. And she lost her mother. She lost her father. Her husband was taken from her. And the griefs have piled upon her, and she's weighted down. She still moves through life, but that joy is gone. And she's a singer, and she's traveling on the road with her Uncle Willie and a great bus of characters that I loved, most of them. And she meets Michael. Annie Rose Welch writes characters you fall hard for, and so I always want to be best friends with the girls, and I crush madly on the guys. Michael's no exception. He's beautiful and strong. He's a fighter. He's actually a boxer, and he can play the piano. There's a couple moments in this story where Layla's just like, it's killing me. He has it all. He's got beauty, brains, brawn, and sarcasm. She's done for. But she has a fortress around her heart, and she doesn't want to let him in. And he has to fight for her and get her to fight for herself. And so their journey is beautiful. It's full of laughter and angst and quiet moments. And like I said, I loved it. I loved all the side characters. There's her best, friends, Lizzie and Ginny. There's the guys. It's just a beautiful, beautiful story. I want to read to you a bit where she is in a quiet moment with Michael. And yeah, okay. He ran his fingers across the soft fabric. The color's beautiful on you. I stared at his eyes. Thank you for the beautiful color. I shook my head. I mean for the beautiful colored sweater. He abruptly turned from me and leaned his arms on the hood of the car, his eyes closed tightly, his fists clenched. What's wrong? I said. I am, he said slowly, bracing for the earthquake we are about to have. He clenched his fingers tighter, turning them a shade of red. Michael, we don't have earthquakes here. It's okay. He started laughing and opened his eyes. I know that, woman. But we are. Because for the first time since I've had the pleasure of being in your company, you've been all sunshine and rainbows for more than an hour. He laughed even harder. That's bound to force the Earth to spin off its axis and cause unusual natural disasters. That's not funny, I stomped my boot. I thought you were having some kind of freaky episode or something. I exhaled, trying to slow my erratic heartbeat. Sorry, love. Didn't mean to worry you. But seriously, I'm waiting for the sky to fall or something terrible to happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm thoroughly enjoying your mood. But it's a little hard to adjust when you're constantly soothing me with your affection and then suddenly hazing me with your sour outlook on life. It's kind of hard for me to keep up. And I didn't even try, but Michael has an Irish accent, and yeah, that's especially yummy. And how he loves Layla. and how he shows it, and how Layla starts to blossom and love again. And the prose in this story is exquisite. I was highlighting so many lines. I love how this author spins a tale. This is a book I will come back and read again. She is going to be one of my go-to keep her shelf stories. I highly recommend this story, and I recommend anything and everything by Annie Rose Welch. Let's see, I'll show you the cover again. Book 2 in the Saving Angel series. Go read Red Dirt Road and fall hard for Layla and Michael. Thanks from the Book Tart.